Here's another question that's along the lines of maintenance. How do you communicate and educate owners for the pricing raises in the maintenance items? Some owners think that maintenance items are too expensive comparing it with other years. Obviously, inflation has been hitting everyone hard, but this also affects maintenance repairs. Like we've dealt with communicating high maintenance prices to owners for the past 10 years. Gray or Matt, any thoughts here?
Yeah, it's a great question, hard problem to solve. Would encourage others to jump in, but where my mind goes is we know it's not that hard to look around and see the prices are going up. So my mind always goes to how can we be data driven about this thing that we're trying to communicate? It may not be easy to say, hey, this plumbing item was $200 last year and now it's $350. The data just may not be there for something like that. Although there are some good third-party price books, for example. Prior life, we used a price book a lot to set expectations with owners around, hey, how much is this item going to cost? Are we replacing a garbage disposal? If so, it's X, hot water heaters, Y. So a resource like that could be helpful, but this is one of those challenges that I don't have a good answer for. So Gray, and Kara and Matthew, I'm sure you guys have something to add.
It's easier now. But the past 2 years, we've heard the word inflation more than we had in the past 20. So I think owners have seen this across the board. We're probably some of the last who have raised prices, with at least my experience in talking with other PMs. So owners right now are seeing it in other areas. It's still not fun. Goes back to the empathy. If you can have data, I think if you've been managing for a few years, it's easier because you can remember a no water heater at Home Depot was $498 for a 50-gallon. And now that same water heater is $700. It's a very easy data point. That's tough to replicate. That comes with contacts. It comes with reps with doing this. And a third-party pricing book might be helpful with that. But I think layering in those informations to explain to owners the why behind it, and third-party vendors, I think even asking questions to them could be really helpful. Definitely challenging. It's not fun whenever you have to raise your prices. But the reality is there are rising costs everywhere, all across the board, which does make it a little bit easier here.
I know in the past, we've also, when we had some price increases, we've also sent out letters to people who it was going to impact. So if we were in different markets, we were going to send out a letter of maybe a management. They were under a certain management agreement. We were sending out those letters. So just, again, this kind of gets back to communication as opposed to it just showing up on their statement and them going, then they're getting in a panic and reaching out to you.